In this lesson, we'll be talking about types of Forex market analysis. We have up to 3 types of market analysis. We have technical analysis, we have fundamental analysis, we also have sentimental analysis. It is very important for you to analyze the market before taking a trade on your MT4 or MT5. If you don't analyze before taking a trade, it is more like a gambling in the market. You are just gambling. So it is very, very important to learn how to analyze the market before taking a trade, because it will boost your confidence and it will give you a better edge in the market. So guys, let's start with sentiment analysis. Based on the name sentiment. The sentiment analysis is a way of gauging how people feel about something. It can be applied to any type of content or data, including social media, different reviews, article, etc. Example of sentiment analysis. You collect textual data from various sources such as news article, social media posts, earning reports, and financial forum related to Google stock. So you can just go to CNN and check out some company performance. Then feel like these 30 companies in USA are currently performing, then let me go on buy on that particular 30 companies in USA. So it's based on sentiment, or Donald Trump talks about Dogecoin or Bitcoin, then feel like since he's buying Bitcoin, there's what he saw about Bitcoin that is making him to buy Bitcoin, then you also take a trade the way you also want to take the trade. So those are sentiment analysis. I don't usually use sentiment analysis. What I normally use is fundamental and technical analysis. You can also dive deeper on your own about sentiment analysis. So let's talk about technical analysis. Technical analysis is a method of analyzing or evaluating markets by studying past data, mainly the price and volume. A technical analyst believes that by looking at historical price data, they can identify patterns that will help them predict future market behavior. Let's say you use what has happened in the past in the market to take trade. Let's say a double top has formed in the past at a particular resistance level. Then upon approaching that type of resistance level in the future, you can easily take a sell also, because it has happened in the past. So that is technical analysis. It's based on what has happened in the past. So that is why if you are learning how to get a strategy, once you get a strategy, you keep on backtesting so that you check the past on how it has performed on the past trades in the market and how it may perform in the subsequent trade that will be occurring in the market, so that it will give you an edge on when to place trade and when to exit a trade in the market. So that's about technical analysis. So in the subsequent video, I'll be talking about some tools I use in the technical analysis, some tools I apply on my chart to give me a better hedge in the market. There are some tools you can use, or there are some confirmations which give you a better hedge in the market, such as the support and resistance, your trend lines, your candlestick chart patterns, Fibonacci retracement and extension, the Elliott wave analysis, and some indicators. Although I'm not an indicator type, I mainly based on price action in the market. So in my subsequent video, I will share with you guys some tools I use in the market that gives me a better hedge in the market. So this is what I'm talking about. This yellow line you are seeing is a trend line, but as the tool is drawn above and below, this is in form of a tunnel. And this market, as you are seeing it, is currently trending up because it's forming higher high, higher low, series of higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So this is a form of resistance and this is a form of support. So we'll come to that in the subsequent video. So now guys, let's talk about fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is a technique that is used to evaluate a market by looking at the underlying economic and financial factors that might impact that market. This type of analysis can be used to make trading decisions as well as to determine the fair value of a currency. So there are some platforms in which you can get fundamental data. So you check out the calendar to get some data that will be happening for that particular day or for that particular week and the time it will be happening in that particular day. So we have platforms such as myfxbook.com, forexfactory.com, we have investing.com, we have fastbull.com. You can check all those sites and you will get to see what I'm talking about. Although my subsequent video, I'll also be sharing with you guys how I analyze in the fundamental markets when I'm to know maybe this currency is going to be strong or it's expected to be strong, for me to know the kind of way I will navigate through the forex market. And there's some data that is normally being shared in the fundamental calendar. We have economic indicators such as the GDP releases, employment reports, NFP, such as NFP, unemployment rates, consumer price index, that's the CPI, producer price index, that's the PPI. All these data affect the market. So it's very, very important while trading forex, you keep a close eye on your fundamental so that you know when these news are about to be released. If you're a newbie, you set to stay aside if you don't know how to analyze the fundamentals in order for you, because at the period of this news in the market tends to be very, very volatile. You see a very sharp movement and a very high pip count to the up or to the downside based on the analysis in the market. And if you're good at fundamental, some people just only trade fundamental. They can easily bag up to 50, 100 pips sometimes when a news is being released in the market. So we have another one, which is central bank announcements such as interest rate decisions. So we also have natural disasters and emergencies such as maybe earthquake, pandemic, health crisis in a particular country. If these disasters happen, it also affects the economy and the currency of the country. We have commodity prices, change in oil prices. So these are the key news, and there are many other ones that I didn't list here. So you get to check all this one in the subsequent video and how you can analyze the fundamental for you to know if a currency is expected to be strong or is expected to be weak in the markets. So guys, that'll be all for this lesson.